What's up, guys? It's me, Tim. I got the Gutter Growth Podcast live here at the Gutter Summit. We're on day 3. It's been an amazing time. Right now, I got Rob Beard with me. What's going on, Rob?
Hello, America.
What's up, guys? Rob, let's tell them a little bit about yourself, who you are, and where you're located and what company you have.
All right. Rob Beard, 22 years in business. 3 years ago, started a supply house, Kalamazoo, Michigan. I have 3 kids, Gray, Taylor, and Leslie. Leslie's in Boston. Taylor's here with me. She's my right hand. We were discussing before the camera came on some, as you get older, you get wiser, some life changes, stuff like that. About 4 years ago, I got sober, had to make a change, just had to. And there's been a lot of evolving with that. And some of my struggles were, getting myself put first. So I started with sleep. I mean, there's boundaries there. And the next thing I'm working on is, trying to put myself first. I've always been somewhat athletic, and I've let that go. The more I push with my business, I get a lot of focus on that. But myself, I've kind of let it go to the side. And so my goals are to get healthier, athletic. Again,
what are you doing to push the needle?
Push the needle? Well, I'd like to start getting up earlier. I have a home fitness center in my basement.
Okay.
It's a real nice one.
Nice.
That was my commitment. The fellow we talked with, Brandon, earlier, he said something about flying into the soup.
Yeah.
That was his reference. And I made
the clouds with the airplane.
Yeah, and I made a connection with that. And my connection is that I find myself always going into the unknown, just not knowing, I know where I'm headed, but sometimes I get to the place where I'm not exactly sure how to navigate it.
Yeah. I think we all go there. Time to time.
And that's one of the things where I'm at right now is, how do I balance the awesome business that we've developed, the time that it takes with that, my sleep, my health goals, eating right, family.
Mm-hmm.
That's important.
Yeah, no doubt. What are you doing now? Are you waking up early and going to the gym, or is that something you're wanting to start doing?
Yeah.
You want to start doing it?
I'm gonna start doing it.
Yeah, no doubt.
It gets hard because I don't know. My body likes the 8 to 9 hours of sleep, and if 9 o'clock's the number, it's 5 to 6, and I really think I need to get up earlier. I should have been walking with you this week.
You know what's interesting about that? They say that if you have a lack of sleep that day and you exercise, you're actually like way better off than if you don't. Like it does something to bridge the gap between the rest that you didn't get. I don't really understand it.
You're saying get up early, it's going to be okay?
Get up early and it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah, you're not going to miss the hour because you're exercising, and it's going to counteract that time that you're losing.
Yeah, I bought the home gym because it seemed like time is so precious.
Yeah.
And
you're not wasting 10, 15 minutes heading to the gym.
Right. And then changing and showering, well, it's all there.
Yep.
So I just exercise in my skivvies, and I save a lot of time that way.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, what I did was I put my son in a school that starts late. So it's easier because he don't have to be there until 9. So I get up at like 6 o'clock. I have a routine. I'll make 2 boiled eggs. I make black coffee. I read this book about brain health. It talked a lot about how your brain's I think it was 65 or 70% fat that it's made out of. So when we're on really low fat diets, we're actually starving our brain from, the fat that it needs. And so I started putting a chunk of butter in my coffee.
A healthy fat.
Yeah, healthy fats. And, if you have old knowledge, a lot of people think, oh, well, butter's bad for you. It's absolutely not. It's filled with vitamins. It's got all the healthy fats. So in the morning, I'm getting proteins, fats. I'm kind of staying away from the carbs.
Yep.
It's not that I won't do carbs, but I'm low carb. And if I do carbs, it's something from God's food, like vegetables or fruits. Things like that. Or maybe, I drink raw milk, so it might be in that. But once you get a routine set, it's really only the first 30 days that's a challenge, and then because it takes 30 days to build a habit. And then once you get to that 30-day spot, now it's just something that you do.
Yep.
It just became a routine, and it's not really that much work mentally after 30 days. For the first 30 days are the challenge.
Yeah, I have some rules I've set for myself. It came about 4 years ago when I checked in. I got myself sober. That was a big deal.
Does it kind of help structure you out after you were sober?
It did. I'd like to read them to you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
I don't have them memorized because I just don't. But I wrote them down. And my rules are, number one rule is never lie.
Never lie.
It's always the truth.
Yeah.
Whether they want to hear it or not, it's always the truth.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I never
I
tell
like
a lie. Be physically attractive, which means stay healthy, eat right.
Yep. Take care of yourself.
And if I'm the face of my company, it's important that I'm not just soft and a slob.
Yep.
Yeah, it's important to me. Can't do anything about, my hairline, but I can still look good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Try to see all sides. That's important to me
Okay.
too. So it's me being empathetic.
Okay.
Being able to understand what somebody's
You put
going through.
yourself in their shoes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Try to put myself in their shoes instead of, getting upset with somebody. Go, what are they really going through?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to do that. I think that's one of the reasons I have such long-standing employees is
The way you treat them.
I think it's the way I treat them. Yep. Yeah.
I had to come just drop in and say hi. This guy's a superstar, man.
Yeah, man, he's dropping some bombs right now.
Yeah. Another one of my rules is always work on my money. It's a legacy thing.
Yeah.
I started with, government cheese and stuff like that. And I think we've all got a story similar to that. But it's important that I'm going to be able to provide for my kids too.
Mm-hmm.
That one's actually a little emotional, being able to provide for them.
Yeah.
And then surround myself with winners or no one.
Or no one. It's better to be alone than it is to be with a loser.
Those are my 5 life rules that I try to live by.
Yep.
One of the reasons I'm here, I'm trying to
So
level
let me
up.
ask you, you've quit drinking for 4 or 5 years now?
We're approaching 4.
Was this like part of the shift to help you get away from that? Was there like certain people that you wanted to stay away from so that you weren't tempted to go back to drinking, or was it easy for you? Or?
Yeah, honestly, I don't have a lot of people I socialize with.
Yeah.
I'm so busy at work. But
So it was more like a coping thing from just the stress with work. And
it was, a couple good beers. And I want to give a shout out to Two Hearted. You took me there real quick all the time. Couple beers, it felt like the weight of the world just coming off.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get rid of that because it was really affecting my health, my marriage, my kids, my business, and I'm better than that.
So what was that shift? Because it's like people say that it takes time to change, but it really doesn't. Change takes an instant, and it's the minute that you make up your mind. So what was that? Was there a certain minute where you're just like, I'm done, and that was it?
I think it was more of a feeling that I just felt like I was at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I was functional.
Mm-hmm.
I was still making money, running a business.
Was it like emotionally?
It was emotionally.
Bottom?
Yeah. And I made a decision. I didn't think I could do it by myself. So honestly, I checked into somewhere, spent 30 days, and got some really good tools.
Mm-hmm.
Come out. Actually freaked out the very first day. My wife, Kathy, picked me up, and I got home, and I had to just go hide in the bedroom. I was so freaked out about being, let out back in the wild.
Yeah.
I wasn't
sure. Oh, you're paranoid about being out. You didn't trust yourself yet.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to handle myself. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big deal. But it didn't take long. Sobriety, I evolved. I picked up, man, a hell of a sweet tooth. I was eating donuts like crazy, but it was me looking for that dopamine.
Yeah.
I was substituting. But now it's not really a problem. Coffee's kind of my thing.
Yep.
I
love coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee too.
I just got a little part of a coffee shop. I'm not gonna make much off of it, but I got good coffee now.
Do you?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it called Black Rifle or something like
No,
that?
it's so I had a friend, he's a pastor. I've known him for like 22 years, and he had a little coffee shop, him and his son, and it's kind of stagnant. And so they felt I could help them grow it. So I took a little bit of equity in the company,
Yeah.
and I'm just kind of helping them on the marketing end of it. But their product is they bring in their own beans and they brew it local, or they roast it locally. And what we don't realize is that like 99% of the coffee that we're getting is definitely probably not organic, but it also is stale. And we don't
right.
realize that we're drinking stale coffee because all we're drinking is stale coffee.
Yep.
And so this is brewed within 7 days, and it's nothing is older than 7 days. So we only brew enough for 7 days worth of business, and so it's fresh. So it's like the freshest coffee I've had.
So the absolute best coffee I ever had consistently earlier this year. My daughter graduated from Berkeley out in Boston.
Yep.
And we took her to Greece for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Every third shop is a coffee shop with pastries, and it is all awesome.
I bet.
Yeah.
It's my kind of place.
Yeah. You would really enjoy going there. The food, the people. It was a great place.
Rob, I got a little off subject, but I wanted to ask you. So, you got clean 4 years ago. How did that affect your business after that? Because obviously, I'm sure, it was affecting your business drinking. So how did it affect it after you quit?
It was kind of like a light switch. I felt smarter. Like I was able to process things
more mental
better.
Clarity.
There was a lot of clarity, so I was able to process it a lot better. Navigate people. Things didn't frustrate me as bad because I'd be, short before.
Mm-hmm.
And
because that's why we have addictions, because we're trying. You start to, I don't know if it's either the dopamine or the serotonin or whatnot, but the chemical levels start dropping off, and you're trying to spike them up again. So
chasing the dragon.
Right.
Yep. That's the addiction term, chasing the dragon. Usually it's using like heroin or something real bad. But
I've had a couple of bad experiences. It's happened to me actually more than I'd like to admit. But I hired a guy, and he was there for a week, and he was we were training him, and we were in an apartment complex, and it was a clean out. So it's kind of low risk job, but he OD'd on my job.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I thought, the guy told me it was years clean. He was working in this apartment complex. Someone apparently offered him something, and boom, I got the ambulances on a job site. And that's happened more than once. I had it happen twice, actually.
Yeah, I have an experience with that too. When I was first getting out of the service, I helped a friend frame a house, and he had a professional framer there, but he had an alcohol problem. And this guy went to lunch, come back, and was tuned up, and he fell on me with a running skill saw. Fortunately, the blade was shut, but that thing was fired up. And
are you kidding me?
Man, he was off the job that day. So,
wow.
It's dangerous.
That could have killed you.
It could have been bad. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think he ended up dying, liver or something.
Yeah. Probably from drinking.
Older fella. Yep.
Yeah, people don't realize how bad drinking is for your body. Just 10 years of it could give you, what is that, cirrhosis of the liver?
Fatty liver. Cirrhosis. Yeah. Oh, man, lost his life because of that stuff.
Did he?
Yeah. It's in the household, it's normalized. So, cigarettes and booze and,
yep.
It was right there.
That's one good thing I've noticed is people don't really smoke cigarettes as much anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
It's and I think that the alcohol drinking too with these newer generations, they're not really drinking as much either.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting in 100 years. I guess we won't be here to see it, but it would be interesting to know if anyone's going to drink at all at that point.
The tobacco fields are just gone.
Yeah. I'm not totally against tobacco. I like a good cigar, but the thing about cigars is they're not adding 2,000 chemicals to it, and I'm not really understanding how they concocted 2,000 chemicals to begin with, and how that even took place, and why do you put that many in there, and why isn't it 1,000, or why isn't it 2? Why is it 2,000? And how do you even know what 2,000 chemicals are? It's just a bunch of shit. how do you know how any of those chemicals react together, and how'd that even come about? It makes no sense to me.
Right.
And because you don't need the chemicals to smoke, you could have regular cigar, and
Right-handers, left-handers.
Yeah, Still don't get it.
I don't mess with the left-handers either.
Yeah, man.
Oh
So
no, it was never a good fit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how's the gutter business going for you? How long have you been in it?
It's our 21st year.
21st.
2004.
The company's 21 years old.
21.
Wow.
Yeah, 21 years. I worked for about 3 years before that with Wicks Lumber. I'm not sure if America recognizes that name, but they failed as a corporation and they had to let us go. So I started my own thing. That's kind of a neat story.
So you were kind of forced to start it with being let go?
Well, they offered me a job as a truck driver, and that didn't sound good. $9.50 an hour.
No, it doesn't sound good.
Family.
Yeah, that's a tough business. It's a tough business. I actually had a transportation company for 6 months, but I ran that into the ground pretty quick.
No pun intended.
It was crazy. I had real quick. They had a platform called 𝐿𝐄 where you could go on there and bid on stuff, and I just hired the wrong people. I had a guy steal somebody's bike and go missing for a week, and I had a truck left in California that he just abandoned, and it was a nightmare. And they didn't have the GPS systems like they do now back then.
Yeah, it sounds like headaches.
Tracker. Yeah, it was way back.
Yeah.
But I said, that's never again. That business sucks.
Yeah. So you're asking about how's the gutter business? Well, where we started was a used truck and trailer and a loan.
Yep.
From a family member. We paid that off the very first year. It's our 21st year. What we've done is we've got 5 5.6 combos.
Okay.
We have 1 6-inch Euro box. We have a half round machine, and kind of want to tell you the number, but I don't really want it to go out to the world.
You don't have to.
Okay.
How many crews are you running?
2.5.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and
cool.
I say 2.5 because that seems to be the right threshold for my market.
But you're also distributing.
I am.
Yeah.
We're about.
So what is the bigger part of the business right now?
Oh, certainly installs.
Installs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The supply house. We've got a couple great suppliers around us. Our supply house is more of a convenience. It's an hour to drive to the big house.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're kind of there closer. Let's grab it here.
I'm a convenience.
Yeah.
And it's working. It's there's low margins. It's paying the mortgage. It's paying for an employee, and there's a little bit left over, so we can continue to
Does it give you higher margins in the installation because you're able to purchase it cheaper being a distributor? Or you're not too much.
Slightly.
Yeah.
They give me a little bit of a break, but I've always been a volume buyer.
Okay.
A lot of people.
So you're going to get it pretty low, anyways.
Yeah, and we pay our bills on time, so that's really important.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of want to say that again in case we always pay our bills on time. In case you're watching, you knew who I'm talking about.
So, Rob, you've been in the game for a long time. You've had a lot of experience, both in business and life. What is like one gold nugget? What's your superpower or one gold nugget that you could leave for the industry here?
Well, I try to stay accountable. It goes back to my rules. I always tell the truth, man. Even to my guys. I think that's one of the reasons they respect me, because if they
trust you.
They do. They trust me, and I trust them too. They're I trust them with my business. I get people all the time say, "Is it okay to leave a check with your guys?"
Of course it is.
Of course it is. I trust them.
Is it okay to leave $5,000 cash for them? Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So I think make sure that your people know that they can trust you. Do what you say you're going to do.
And follow through.
And follow through. That's right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Rob, I appreciate you coming on here.
Okay,
brother.
my man. Thanks.
I'll see you soon.
Ow.
Oh, shoot. Oh, real quick. What did you think of the summit?
Oh, yeah. It's real good. I've with all my experience, there's a lot of stuff that I've heard, but man, there's just so much that I've picked up new that's going to help me. A lot of cool people. Everybody's friendly. These guys are all approachable, busy, but approachable. So, thumbs up, recommended.
Cool.
Thanks.
See you, Rob. What's up, Chase? You ready?
Good luck topping that, sucker.
Next thing. So.
What's going on? You got it mic'd up?
I'm going to take this out.
What's going on, guys? I got Chase. Help me pronounce your last name, bro. Williamson. Okay. Chase Williamson. Where you at? Where you from, brother?
Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay. Did you drive here?
I did.
You did?
About 4.5, 5 hours.
Oh, is it that far?
Yeah. It's not a short drive up here.
Yeah, no doubt.
I actually went the back roads to Macon to meet another guy that's here, Glenn Fletcher, driving up from Florida.
Glenn. Yep.
And we stayed in Macon and cut the drive because we didn't know we were supposed to be here at 10 o'clock yesterday morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got here a little late?
Well, no, we were here. We thought we weren't coming till yesterday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't book this hotel check in till yesterday afternoon.
I see.
Drove up late Tuesday night and got here when we were supposed to.
Cool, man. So tell me a little bit about your business. How long you been in business?
I've been in business 9 years. My
Okay.
stepdad started the business in '84. And then when the economy tanked in '07, he kept the business running until 2010, and everything just completely dried up. He had a lot of buddies that were in insurance adjusting, so he went, got his certifications and did that. And
he was storm chasing?
That's
exactly what I did.
Yeah, he was storm chasing. All the equipment stayed there. I mean, at that point, he was 60. I mean, but he was making great money storm chasing, so there was no reason for him to go get back on the truck.
Yeah.
And I was gotten out of college. I was working for my father and doing commercial printing and graphics. Well, he was stuck in still wanting to print everything on paper and still compete with everybody locally. I said, Dad, the nuts are already dropped out of everything. There's no more room to drop it any lower to make anything.
Yeah.
We already had a wide format printer. I said, I want to get into vehicle wrapping.
Okay.
I had made up a huge proposal to do this. He said, we are not wrapping vehicles. Shut me down. I said, all right, well, screw you. Called my stepdad. I said, you still got all that equipment? He said, yeah. I said, good. Well, I'm buying it from you. He was in town for 2 days before he had to head back on the road.
Yeah.
He gave me a crash course on how to cut gutter, crash course into how to estimate it. I mean, I've been around construction my whole life.
And then you started on a crash course.
Started on a crash course. He made 3 phone calls to 3 different contractors that he used to deal with. The next day I had a job, and I never stopped.
That's awesome.
Just no marketing, no nothing.
No nothing. Are you marketing now?
No
No
marketing. And
what do you do? You just got a really good networking, got word of mouth?
All word of mouth.
Okay.
And I stay as busy as I want to be. My guys can work 20 hours if they want to, or they can work 120 hours. It's up to them how much they want to work. And
do you have a lot of contractor work, or?
I'd say probably 30% contractor, 70% residential, but those contractors are also giving my name out.
Okay.
Or a customer calls the contractor who put the gutter on their house. They tell them, give them my number, and then they call me. Okay. And actually, since COVID, my stepdad came off the road and was bored. He lasted about a week of not having anything to do. He's like, I need something to do. So, at the time my phone was ringing off the hook. I like being hands-on.
Yeah.
I like being on the job installing. I've gotten away from that now because I've been concentrating more on the business.
Right.
But then I was trying to do it how he did it. He did all the estimates. He did all the
he was
job
doing everything.
He wore all the hats, and that's how I was raised. My dad and his business wore all the hats, even though he had people doing it, but he still looked over everything.
Yep.
And so that was what I knew, and that's what I enjoyed doing, the hands-on stuff. So when he did that, well, one day my phone would not quit ringing. I couldn't get anything done but answer the phone.
You're on the roof trying to.
And so that night I go to Verizon. I get a new phone number. I show up at his house with a notebook with 150 names in it with names and phone numbers. Hand him that and the phone. He said, what's this? I said, you said you wanted something to do. He's like, yeah. said, I don't care if you work 1 second a day or 24/7. I don't want to hear that phone ring anymore.
Yeah.
And that was, we were working, before I did that, I was working 120 hours a week.
What happened after that?
He did that. Then I dropped down to 80 hours a week.
Okay. So you're still hustling.
And because before I was working, me and my guys were working 80 hours a week on the job site, and I was working another 40 quoting and getting
Man, you were a machine.
doing all this stuff. Well, that lasted 4.5 months, and I just crashed.
Did it burn you out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I told my guys, because I was starting to burn out, I looked at them, I said, look, we're all burning out. So I dropped us to 60 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we worked 60 hours for about a year and a half.
Which is still a lot.
Then I cut us to 50 and then 40. And now we work anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week, depending on how much they want to work.
So are you more efficient now, or what's
Yes and no. I have a lot more free time on my hands. My guys, they run. My lead guy runs the crew. I trust all my guys.
Yep.
He doesn't even have to micromanage them.
Have they been with you for a while?
So my lead guy, he's been with me going on 3 years. So how I started my business is my brother was an addict.
Okay.
He went to a halfway house. Or how I started with how I get my crew now, how I go about it. And I needed to keep him busy, so he came to work for me. And at the time, I just fired another person. Well, there was another guy at the halfway house that needed a job, hired him.
Yep.
And then ever since then, that's where I've been pulling my guys from. My lead guy now, he came straight into the house. I hired him. I knew
They're staying clean.
I knew he had a criminal background. He was still going through court, fighting everything.
Yeah.
And he still had a job. When his final sentence, he got sentenced to like 3 months when he could have gone away for 15 years.
Yeah.
But I stood in front of that judge and I said, I know he was caught for stealing this, that, and the other. I said, but do you honestly believe I would let him drive a company truck wherever he wants to and from his house, work all day, and give him a company credit card for fuel and anything else? I said, because he knows if he steals from me, I'm personally sending him back to prison.
Yeah.
And I said, I trust him with my life. But all the guys that come work for me, they also know his story because he finds when I need somebody else, he goes.
So he's probably going to find someone that's not going to fuck up, you think?
Exactly. And he finds them, and if they get there and it doesn't work out, he fires them. I don't even have to do the firing anymore or the hiring. He does it for me.
I've never done that with the gutter business, but I used to have a back when that 07, 08 time when we had that economy crash. I was passing out flyers for the gutter company I worked for. And I kept getting asked by people in neighborhoods, do you do this for a service? I'm like, you can't pay me enough to do this shit. I'm just trying to get gutter jobs because that company was starving at the time that I was working at. And so I thought about it and I started a flyer distribution company. I started working with like pizzerias and I had 7 guys that would pass out flyers. But that's exactly what I did. I went to halfway houses and I actually found some really good guys there. And they were really appreciative of having work. So I did notice that, but I have never tried it with the gutter business, but that is pretty interesting.
But I mean, if they're wanting to help themselves, I will help them.
Yeah.
But as soon as they no longer want to help themselves,
you're not going to help them more.
Because then at that point you are enabling them.
Yep.
If you're still letting them continue with their bad habit, you're not holding them accountable. I mean, I quit drinking 14 years ago.
Okay.
I had to have people hold me accountable.
So is that kind of like why you have the
and that's how it. Right. And that's how it started. And then when my brother did it, got in, I fully supported him. But then when he decided to fall off the wagon, I didn't support him until he decided to get back on.
Yeah.
And so, it's a tough cycle. Like, some of these guys that I've hired that went back to using, I hated having to fire them because they were great employees.
Right.
But I couldn't have that on my job site because then that didn't set an example for
everyone else.
I told them would happen if they did it. So I had no choice.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, then that just broke my trust with them because I'm not holding them accountable for their actions.
That's one of the easiest ways to, if you don't lose an employee, it's definitely an easy way to lose the respect if you tolerate bullshit from another employee and just keep tolerating it because you want to get work done.
you know, this day and age, like if they're late, you gotta accept it, because if they show up most of the time, they're gonna show up. If they're late, you can't be like, all right, 3 times you're late, you're fired. Well,
Yeah,
it's hard to find good help these days.
it is.
8 years ago, that would never fly. That wouldn't fly, because I could have a new guy the next day. But people don't want to work hard anymore.
It takes time. That's why, you know, I like to always keep my advertisement going on employees and stuff. But honestly, you know, my Christmas light business, I don't do any of the hiring, and I got someone like, you know, like you do, that's going to do all the hiring for me. And, you know, honestly, even my gutter company, having an employee bring someone on board, they kind of already fit the culture, or else that guy's not going to try to get them on board. And also, employees don't like hiring someone that's going to make them look bad. So they tend to bring on someone who they feel is not going to make them look bad and is going to do it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying every time, but it's worked well for me. If you got a really good employee and they understand your culture, you know, they're going to help bring the right people.
And I mean, they want to be able to work alongside them. Nothing's worse than having somebody working with you and you don't want to be around them.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I had him fire a guy because he couldn't stand him. He was a great worker, but I got to keep my lead guy happy.
Right.
If he's not happy, then I want my guys to have fun while
then
they're
the morale goes down.
And so I told him, I said, let him go.
What do you do to keep the good culture?
So instead of paying them by the job like I could, and they can make a lot more money, but I show them, I break it down for them. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yes, you can make all this money here, but when we get slow around Christmas time, you're not going to be making anything. I'm like, so I pay my lead guy a percentage of the profits. I put into an SEP account.
Okay.
It's a gentleman's agreement. Yes, he can touch it anytime, but between us, he has to be with me for 10 years to access that money. It's basically me building him a nest egg.
Okay.
And then
you're helping these guys with retirement.
And I pay them every once in a while, give them bonuses. I'll pay, you know, if they need help with anything, I pay for it. Sometimes I'll make them pay me back, or they'll offer to pay me back, and I'll say no. That was just, they have a problem with their vehicle, can't afford to get it fixed.
Yeah.
I tell them to take it to the shop, drive one of the work trucks.
Are they pretty grateful for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. They don't like asking for money, but they come and tell me they need a raise. I don't question it. I give it to them.
Yeah.
And because I want them to stay with me, because they are valuable to me, and I could not be able to do what I do now without them.
You could lose $200,000 getting rid of an employee for the year, having to replace them, and the production goes down. And so it's always best to keep them. But at the same time, if they start screwing up, you know, now it's a liability to keep them, because they go ahead and taint everything else.
As long as they keep doing what they're doing, I don't have a problem with paying them what they ask me for. Mm-hmm. It keeps a little bit out of my pocket, but at the end of the day, it's not all about money.
Mm-hmm. Chase, let me ask you, is this your first year at the summit?
Yes,
it is. What's your experience been like?
I've loved it. I have a lot of great knowledge, and I can definitely see a lot of it working in my business, and kind of, I guess, better structure and make it easier on me and my stepdad when it comes to the quoting and the scheduling. And
absolutely.
So, you know, and then I was talking to you earlier about, you know, because I thought the whole idea of this thing was to grow it in a way to be a massive company, and I didn't want to do that, because I like the relationships I have, and I don't want the quality of my workmanship to go down by
no doubt
hiring a bunch of crews. Like, I could go out tomorrow and hire 5 more crews.
There's different ways to do it. So I mean, you could run. I got people that I know that are running smaller, but they got big into the custom market, so they're just making bigger margins. Like, I've seen them go from increasing their margins 30% in a year, and keeping it small. So it's not necessarily about bigger is better. I mean, you could have a company with 10 trucks, but if you're giving the gutter away for $450 a foot, I mean, you might be better off with 3 trucks or 2 trucks and actually charging $10 a foot or $15 a foot.
And I charge a premium for what I do, and I do a lot of custom stuff.
So let me ask you, what would you feel is your superpower?
The way I'm able to talk to people and understand their needs. When I go to sell a job, I don't sell anything. I ask what they need, and I let them tell. I don't try to oversell them anything, and then I tell them every negative about any product they're asking me about, and I tell them the positives. And
So
it
you kind
sells
of
their
just lead
self.
in with transparency.
And I'm fully transparent, completely honest. All my friends will tell you I'm a brutally honest person,
Yep.
and I will make you cry without meaning to, but I just tell it how it is.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't like it, but that's just how I am.
I'm kind of the same way.
They think you come off as an asshole.
Sometimes,
and you're just being,
like, Tim, you're being a little blunt. Like, my partners had to tell me, because I would just riddle off like something. They'd be like, say it, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? So I had to learn that. I just say what it is.
my guys are teaching me how to do that now. Like,
Yeah.
They're like, you need to figure out how to say
Soften
that in
up a little bit.
different manner. I'm like, I got my point across. It just might not have been the right way.
You didn't like it, but I did.
Like one guy came up to me and asked if I did leaf filter. I said, does it look like I do leaf filter? I said, you're buying a scam.
No, yeah, it's high price.
I said, you're paying.
Are you jumping on after? You want to? Yeah.
I said, you're paying $40 a foot for crap that's still going to have stuff sit on the top of it?
Yep.
I was like, no, I don't install. If that's what you're looking for, I don't install it, because you're still going to have to clean the trash off of it and still clean the stuff off.
Yeah, you don't
of
believe
mine.
in the product.
And
I don't either.
I mean, and I tell customers when they want leaf guard, I said, it's got its pros and cons. You're still going to, before you had to dig all the stuff out of the gutter and clean it. Now, your bottom of your gutter's free of debris, but you still got to clean the top of it off.
So what I tell people, because you're right on that, like it is going to get stuff on the top. You still got to maintenance it. But the reason why I feel that you still need it, especially if you got leaves. I mean, if there's no leaves, fine, whatever. But if that downspout clogs, the downspout's never going to clog with any system on it. Yes, you'll get shit on the system. But if that downspout clogs, now the inside of the gutter is holding, at 8.3 pounds per gallon. And someone told me on one of my posts today that every foot holds 2 gallons.
Oh, wow.
So if that's the case, I mean, you have a 50-foot run up there and the whole thing's slap full. You just got all this weight weighing it down around the whole system. And, not only that, but now you got moisture up there. And things just do not rot without moisture content. And so you're creating the environment for there to be moisture on the roof and potentially cause roof leaks or
I didn't think about that side of it. That's a good point.
Yeah, and so I feel like I believe it, And so if you don't believe in what you're selling, you might just say, well, you're gonna have to clean it anyways, and you talk yourself out of the sale. But if you understand, you just don't want those downspouts to clog. You don't want that water in the system. It's okay that you still have to clean it. Like, you're not going to buy a truck and expect not to have to change the oil. Like, it's maintenance. And so once I understand it, yes, I still have to maintain it every now and then, but it's still doing its job at protecting my gutter system, from having water in it, protecting my roof from having moisture content, then I'd say it's worth it. And so it's just, I like to kind of educate customers on that aspect of the guards. I don't feel that there's one guard that's maintenance free. Some of them I like better than others. Some of them I feel is maybe less maintenance free than others. I got, certain products I like and certain products I just think are trash. But at the end of the day, like, having something on there, keeping the water out of the gutter, I feel it's doing its job.
I totally agree with that.
So, I appreciate you coming on there, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool, man. You hopping on?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Yeah, can you jump on in 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay. What's going on?
What's going on, give
brother?
it up for the man.
You got
Tim.
John Clemens here, man.
Thank you.
So, man, tell us a little bit about your gutter company.
We're located right outside of Gainesville, Florida. Very rural area. Not a lot of our jobs are real close. Sometimes you have to drive 45 minutes to an hour to get some of them.
Okay.
Is
it a rural area or is it city-like? Or
no, it's rural area.
It's rural area. Okay.
Farmland.
Farmland, okay.
Yeah, a lot of farmland. Great team. I mean, I have took a group of Cubans that's never backed a vehicle or anything and taught them this trade. and they have just exploded and ran with it. I mean, which frees me up to be able to do a lot of other things. Estimates, help build the brand, push off onto the custom side more. That's where we're trying to lean a lot more into.
Well, you're in that Swanee area. You got that Swanee, that river.
Yes, sir. Swanee River. Yep.
There's, I used to go rent a cabin out there on that river and go kayaking and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're actually where our shop is Trenton, Florida.
Okay.
So I just.
How long do you say you've been in business?
They have been in business now 5 years.
Okay.
I got on board 3 years ago.
You're just kind of taking things over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, taking it over. I mean, as far as I've been doing this 15 years.
You've been in gutters for a while.
Yeah.
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 You love the gutters?
Man, I don't get up and go to work. I get up and go have fun every
Yeah,
day. I mean, it's not the same thing every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in different spots, different areas.
You got to deal with some framers, some roofers that don't know what levels and squares are. So you kind of got to make it look good.
Yep.
And my thing with the gutters is the system should work, not stand out, hit you in the face because of this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
It should look flawless, just beautiful. The downspouts coming down nicely, face of the gutter sharp and smooth.
So what is your role in the company?
I am the general manager.
Okay.
I get there.
What's that look like?
My day starts about 5 in the morning. I kind of go through the jobs for the guys, make sure that I look at pictures, see if there's any problems that I can foresee, try to help speed their process up, make sure everything they're going to need for that day for that job is ready to go. They normally get there about 6:30. Then I have a meeting with my 2 lead guys. Tell them what they need to have in their trucks, what their days are going to look like, get them loaded. They're normally out by 7:10.
Yep.
And then I start running around, putting out fires here and there. I need to talk to this customer. This customer needs my attention.
Do you handle any sales or you don't have
Yes,
to? You do.
I do.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're doing a little bit of sales and just kind of customer management, crew management.
Yeah, I handle a lot of the custom stuff.
Yep.
And things like that. Screened in enclosures. Right now, we're working on getting our license.
Do you guys
for
install?
cages.
You install those, or are you doing rescreens right now?
No, we install them.
You install them.
Yes, sir. We install them.
There's good money in that.
There is. There's really good money in it. I say if you're in the gutter business and that's all you're doing is gutters, you're leaving yourself short.
Yeah.
Because there's so much meat left on that bone.
For sure.
I mean, this is our 2nd year with the Christmas lights. Thanks to you.
How's that going so far?
So far, it's real good. I've got 12 repeat customers, 13 new customers.
So those repeats are going to be pretty profitable this year.
Yes.
You just got to keep adding them.
That's it. Just keep adding them and keep growing them. I've kind of took this as like my pet.
Your baby.
This is my baby. I'm nourishing it. I want it to grow, go to college, and be healthy and be very successful.
I really fell in love with Christmas lights, and I don't know if I like it. I might like it more in gutters. I'm not sure, but it's it goes hand in hand. You're up there at the gutter.
Yes.
If you could hang on the edge of the roof doing gutters, you could hang on the edge of the roof doing lights. It's super easy to train. I could train someone how to do it within 2 days and not really have too many worries.
Yep.
It's harder to do that with gutters, but hey, a lot of us slow down in December, January, and this is going to help fill that gap. Now you got some work during that slow time, and especially January, you got the takedown, so you got stuff to do.
And not only that, I mean, while you're up there running the Christmas lights, you're able to already get a view on the gutters.
Yeah, you're going to see problems.
You can say, oh, well, your gutters are getting dirty. We offer a maintenance program.
Yeah.
Or we see your gutters are in bad shape.
Are you selling a lot of maintenance packages?
Yeah, we're working towards that.
Right?
Yeah, we're trying to work towards that. It is, especially trying to get everything configured. How much for the maintenance plan and different things like that. It's been a challenge, but Jarrett, the owner, he's trying to doctor that, make it work good. He's been working with y'all on that part,
No
trying
doubt.
to get it all figured out.
No doubt, man. So you got a tattoo this weekend?
I did.
Yeah, man.
I did. I got the The Gutter Summit 2025.
He said he was gonna do it. I didn't believe him, but he did it.
Yeah.
What do they have? A little tattoo shop right over here?
Yeah, right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you just Google it? And
Yeah. I was
that
talking.
was quick.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna do it, and a couple hours later, I
So-
showed him at VIP, and he had it on there.
Same thing I tell my customers. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, I got to do it.
Man of your word.
That's it. I mean, what do we really have left in our lives? I mean,
Yep.
that word. That's it.
Yeah, man, you're
So,
dedicated.
Yeah. If you tell the customer you're gonna do this and this, stand behind it.
I was just talking about that with Rob. You know, he said that one of his rules in life is never lie.
Yeah.
You know, and whether someone likes it or not, you're telling the truth, and you say you're going to do something, you do it.
Yeah. I mean, with your customers, don't blow smoke rings just to get the job. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you know you can't do it, you're better off just to step away and say, hey.
I've sold so many jobs because I've corrected someone. Like they're like so adamant on this. I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. And this is why. And then you tell them, and then they respect you for it. So you don't have to bend over backwards to do some crazy idea that a customer has just to sell the job. If it doesn't make sense, tell them it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean,
tell them the truth, and then they respect that. And usually they reason with it, and they understand.
A lot of these homeowners, I mean, they really don't know nothing about what we do.
Right.
I mean, they know the water catches.
Yeah,
and
you're
it goes off.
the expert.
So you're there to kind of train them, and that's what they're looking for. And if you're wanting to make that money and just get that job, you're not really taking care of the customer.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to be on that personal level with my customers. I want them to be able to call me, hey, I got an issue, this, that, and that help walk them through it. So there's that bond built there.
Yep.
The best marketing tool is that word of mouth.
Sure.
I mean, you could
That's true.
You could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing and just get that one customer. You're not going to please them all. Let's
No.
start off with that. But
No.
you get that one customer that you really did wrong. Everything
I've
you
given
worked
people
for is
back
gone.
their money before.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we failed that bad. Here you go.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
it's better than getting trashed online or, you know.
That's it. I mean, we did a half-round copper job last year. Customer didn't want to go with stamped hangers. She wanted to go cheap, but she wanted the copper. So against my better judgment, that's how we did it.
Yeah.
She called, had big problems. Could I had went to her and said, look, this is what you wanted. This is what you got. No, that's not who we are.
Yeah, you're gonna make sure the job's
So
done
yeah,
right.
we went out and we bought stamped hangers out of our pocket. Sent crew back over there to go through and fix all the gutters, pitch them, and lay it out like it should have been done from the start.
Yeah.
And she went from dragon lady to she's your 80-year-old grandma now feeding you candy.
She loved you again.
Yes.
Listen, guys, you can make mistakes. You can send crews out there and trust them. You can make mistakes. Customer is not going to persecute you with it if you do what you're supposed to do and you go back and take care of it. If you don't, that's where the problem arises.
That is it.
But nobody's going to trash you because you fixed a mistake.
I would rather have the review. The guys did this, but I addressed it. They come back. They handled it. They fixed it.
Yeah, that's actually favorable.
That's it. I mean, that shows that you're the man. You stand behind your
We're
word.
humans. Your crews are
That's
humans.
it.
We're going to make mistakes. There's going to be a leaky gutter somewhere or something that got pitched wrong for some reason. Maybe the gutter slid down when they were screwing it. Who knows?
I joke. I say we're like Lysol. We get it right 99.9% of the time.
Yep.
So there's that 1% that something might happen, and it's how you address the problem.
Correct. So
Ignoring the phone calls, dodging, you're hurting your company, hurting your brand.
So what would you say is your superpower?
I would have to say being a leader.
Being a leader.
Being a leader. I
Yep.
take extreme pride in that. I go home every day just mentally exhausted, but I know when I lay down that I have done good by training these guys, helping them go in the right direction. I don't have a problem with showing them all my tricks.
Yep.
My end game is I want my guys to be better than me.
You're leading them.
That's it. I want them to be better than me. So whenever the next stage comes up, they're able to train.
So last question. Let me ask you, what has been your experience at Gutter Summit and how do you feel about it?
Dude, awesome. I'm already planning for next year.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
we are too. We're trying to figure out where we're doing it at.
The experience is great. I mean, getting a tour of the plant. I mean, I'd have never known that's how that stuff was going through there.
I didn't either until 20 years.
Yeah, the system that goes through, and just the group of people. I mean, I said it Friday when I got here. I would have never in a million years thought you could have got this many of gutter people, gutter guys and girls together in one area with the same goal.
Yeah. No, it's incredible. And we're going to keep plugging away at it. And
I
appreciate you coming on there, brother.
Appreciate you. I got to get one of them hats.
Yeah, man.
I want one.
I got one.
You
I'll
do?
get you one. Yeah.
All right.
Go see Chris Dabrowski and tell him I told you to.
Where's he at?
He's in the, well, he might not know. I'm on my, at the gutter growth booth. Yeah, well, that lid, we have that little thing. If you lift the lid, there's hats in there. You can grab one. Yep.
No, you're good.
Sorry, Taylor, I didn't see
It's
that.
okay.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. So I got Taylor Burkett. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes.
Good deal. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company and where you're from?
Absolutely. So my name is Taylor Burkett. I am one of the owners of Ronan Gutter Co.
Okay.
It's located in Tyler, Texas.
Okay.
We've been open 14 months. And about right past the year mark, we did $1 million in.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
That's a huge accomplishment.
It is. And honestly, I was running wild, and one of our partners had to point it out to me because I'm just, kind of in it day to day. Yeah, grinding. And, one of the main reasons I came here, I think, I'm already on fire, but relinquishing control of the phones.
Yeah.
And just training somebody to do it. That's all it takes. But I know that I'm so good. And that could be a downfall.
Yeah.
Because somebody else can be good as well.
No, that's true. You just gotta, what you do is you gotta take the systems that you have, put it on paper, put it on video, have your SOPs. This is the procedures. This is how you do it. And now you're duplicating yourself.
Yeah.
But $1 million in a year, what's your secret? That's incredible.
I would say my secret is my business partner, which I'd love to shout out Andrew Schubert. He's the reason I'm able to be here today.
Okay.
He was supposed to come, but he had to stay home and hold down the fort.
So how did this partnership come about?
So we worked at another gutter company together.
Okay.
And there just became a time where we kind of wanted to break off and do our own. And that's exactly what we did.
What was your part in that company?
At the company before,
Yeah.
I was the general manager.
Okay.
And he was the install manager.
Okay.
So that's kind of how we do it. The install side is his.
Yep.
Everything, admin. I run all the sales. I don't have a salesperson.
Sure.
Now I've got some install guys that can run a sales appointment because I've had to lean on them.
Okay.
But I know that can't be forever.
So are they like maybe quoting the neighbor's house if someone comes
Yes,
on the door?
or if they're so busy, they will call me and say, the neighbor just walked over. We're in the middle of it. Show up and let's close this thing. And that's what I do.
Is there any incentive for them to do that, or how do you get your crew on board with
they get 8% of the total sale of anything they sell on top of what they make, which blow your mind. Our guys are hourly. We don't do linear footage.
You don't? Okay.
It has worked for us this far. I've done a little bit of both.
Okay.
Our team also has health, dental, vision, and 401k. And
so people are coming for security. They know they're going to make so much per hour. They know that they're getting the benefits and that type of thing.
We look for green guys.
Yep.
We don't look for the guys that have been doing it. I've had my fair share of that. Guys that
sometimes they have bad attitudes.
I think that's more what it is, that you can be the best installer in the world, but you have to check other boxes. It's kind of like a vibe check. If I don't want to hang out with you for 20 minutes, like they said in there, probably not going to make it. And that does also go directly into our working interview. We do a working interview where we pay the guy $125, $150. Come in, see what you think. We get a day's work out of you. You get to see what we're all about. If we like each other, great. We'll bring you back in. If not, no harm, no foul. Shake your hand and wish you the best.
That way, it's kind of like a soft commitment, bringing them in, and
Yes.
kind of like a trial,
And
they know it.
you know, summer is the best time. 'Cause, like, if you can handle this heat,
Yeah,
you can handle anything.
you're running a pretty good company already, but how do you guys get into work?
How do we get to work? We work with roofers.
Okay.
So that is one of my favorite things. Some people will pass that off because they want a cheaper price.
Yeah,
But I think if you set the expectation, and I'm only saying this because I've been in it, I'm not perfect, but if you set the expectation with the roofer, these are the things that I need from you. How many houses are you going to give us a year? That's the best relationship because they're giving me front, back, left, right pictures,
yeah.
downspout count, all the things.
So you're getting them cooperating with you
Yes.
on their end, so it's not
Yes, because if I
cluster.
have to go sell it, you now have a higher price.
Right.
If you've already sold it, let's do this. Let's throw some
Yeah.
gutters.
And
But
there is value to that because you know you're going to have to spend money on marketing. You might have to do two or three quotes to get a job.
Mhm.
So there's some travel and time in it and expense, and so
and my Facebook, like I just build my machine.
okay. Is it your personal Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so you
we
got like
have
a personal brand going on.
Yes.
People in the community. Yeah, that's very important. A lot of people neglect that. Like they'll just focus on their business page, but personal brand is just more and more and more important.
It is, and I love to show off what we do and put cool songs on there.
Yeah.
And
So what's your strategy?
as far as Facebook,
Yeah.
just trying to not put the same thing up every time. Like nobody wants to see a picture of a gutter and a downspout every single day. Maybe us because we love it, but a normal person, they've seen me years, 2-3 years ago doing gutters. Then that when they need gutters, that circulates back around into their head. Hey, I think Taylor does gutters.
Yeah.
I saw that on her Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many leads I get from my personal Facebook.
I bet.
And
Do you
that
mess with Facebook groups?
I'm in a couple.
Yeah,
I'm in, especially all the gutter growth ones, but I'm in a couple around my city. But I only pick and choose. I'm very, very choosy because a lot of those groups have become a negative Nancy group. Let's just hate on everybody.
Yeah.
People are
Some
so
of 'em are like
quick
that.
to say a negative, but we need more positive in the world.
No, it's very true. It's very
So-
true. What's your plans next year? You gonna hit 2 million or?
Oh,
you guys-
absolutely.
Are you?
I
You got some
think
aggressive goals.
in my head, and honestly, our goal for year one was 2 million, so it was
Was
way
it?
out there.
Okay.
And I am
But
happy.
hey, if you would have had a $1 million goal, I wonder if you would only hit 500,000.
Exactly. So I mean, shoot. What I say is, some people are trying to get on the team. I'm trying to be in the rafters. I'm trying to have that jersey
Yeah.
up there because if you're okay with just going to the playoffs, you can't work with us because we're going to the championship.
Yep.
You can't settle for that. You go to the playoff every single year and you don't come with a ring. I want the ring, and my business partner does too. And then we
Is he
jive.
as motivated as you?
Oh, I
Yeah.
would say even more.
Even more.
Sometimes I am like, I'm grateful for him every day, but most days I count him twice.
Who does the sales? You do?
Only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only you.
Mhm.
Okay. So you not only are you managing $1 million, you sold $1 million.
Yes.
Wow.
And I know that has to change, and that's something we're going to change when we get back.
Yeah. Well, how much retail are you?
So I would say we're probably 60% contractor, 40% retail.
Okay.
We didn't even turn our phones on until 5 months into business, like getting a
'Cause
phone
it's
line.
mostly contractors. In the
Yes, like
beginning.
we have a contractor we work directly with that had 400 jobs ready to go when we opened the door. Now that was with another gutter person they were working with. The goal was to phase them out, and that's exactly what we did.
Okay.
They directly only use us, so
Okay.
a lot of our business from them. But really, we just go out and get it, and don't just talk about it, be about it. Like breathe and believe in Ronan Gutter Co. Because if you don't, like they said in there, your people won't want to be there. Your customers won't want to buy from you.
So many people say, "Oh, I can't find anyone to work for me," and I'm like, I don't know. Would you want to work for you?
I want to work for me. I want to work for Andrew.
And that's why you're winning right now, year end, doing $1 million. But for a lot of people's cases, it's like they're not running it to where anyone else would want to work for them, and that's why it's hard.
Yeah, and we also started doing commercial gutters because nobody around wanted to touch them, and I'm like, what's
Way
the
better
deal?
margins.
Yes, and
I hope you're going higher.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
each job we do, I'm like, charge a little more, you know,
Yeah.
because Andrew gives the feedback of, hey, this was harder than expected, you know, this, and this. So then we go and dive in and say, what is the appropriate price for that?
Yeah.
But the margins are insane on commercial gutters. We just ordered a 6-inch box machine
Okay. Nice.
before I left, 2 days
Nice.
before I left. So
Is it Euro?
no, it's a base box.
Is that the standard box?
I believe so,
Okay.
from KWM.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've got, you know, 17,000 of that machine on the pipe green right now, waiting for the machine. Like it's ready to be
It's
installed.
gonna make some money as soon as
Yes.
you have it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's a little bit of a difference with us. Residential, we love it. Commercial, we're learning to love it even more.
Yeah. No, I really leaned in my last few years before I sold. I really leaned into the commercial. I bought one of those D-style box machines and had a couple different box machines, but the margins are just way better.
Yeah. Might take a
You're
little.
not competing. You're
Yeah.
really not competing as much either.
Might take a little longer, but that's okay. To be scheduled out 4 weeks is a blessing,
Oh, yeah.
and not a curse.
No, that's a real blessing. You can get another crew going soon if you're 4 weeks out.
Yeah. We need to dictate who's going to be our leaders. We don't have and also we've done this without a crew leader,
Okay.
just Andrew.
Okay.
Now we do have multiple crews,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm throwing a lot at you. We're about 90 to 100 days out from opening our second location in Austin, Texas.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So we're going, like, just, you know,
You're gonna build a little empire here.
foot on the gas, no brakes. We've got our guy training from Austin weekly, you know, staying in Tyler. Going to take one of my residential machines there, get the 6-inch box, run it, and then I'm going to need another residential machine.
What would you say is your superpower?
Is my superpower?
Your superpower.
Um,
Everyone has one.
I have charisma.
Charisma. Okay.
And just, I like people. I can go into a room and just fit in
You said something, and I think that there's a connection there between liking people and being charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like people, you're going to be more charismatic because you do like people.
Yes. And I think that also comes from 10 years with a restaurant background.
Okay. I started there too.
Yeah. So customer service, just kind of, you either have it or you don't.
Yep.
If you can't face the people are your business.
Yeah.
The business doesn't run without the people that buy your gutters. So we are super excited. Like I said, I was already on fire. I feel like some of the stuff that I'm going to take away from this week is huge. I am so excited.
So how was your experience? Is this your first year at the summit?
Yes.
How was your experience and what are your thoughts?
Great experience. Great show floor. Happy to go back with a lot more screen options than what we have now.
Yeah.
Which is another reason I came. But just the speakers alone, I believe, would make somebody buy a ticket here.
Yeah.
They're personable.
Fire, huh?
They did. They're personable. They've been through it.
Yep.
They're not bullshitting around. Like, we're getting straight to it. And I think that's what it's all about. I went to another conference and there's only 4 speakers.
Yeah.
And all respect to that, there's a lot of speakers here.
Yeah.
And I think to shoot to be on that stage is what you should be doing.
Yeah, no doubt. And next year we got a lot of plans. We're going to try to. I heard that we outdid ourselves from last year from a few people that came. And
you did.
We're going to try to do it again next year. So we got some
always
good
being
plans.
better. Yeah.
Any last words to the audience? Any advice?
I would just say sometimes you might not think that you can either get into another crew or another type of gutters. Do it. Take a jump. Do it. Obviously, do your research, but don't be scared. I think it'll go a lot better than you think.
Good deal. I appreciate you coming on here today.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next. All righty.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Keep asking more questions. You think you got a couple more in you, or are you done?
I'm fried.
Let me ask you some
Let's
questions.
keep
No,
doing
I'm
it.
just joking.
Introduce yourself.
All right. I'm Mike Wood from Wood & Wood Seamless Gutters. I also have an innovative product called the No Overflow Gutter Diverter.
What is that?
A No Overflow Gutter Diverter. Yep. So a gutter diverter that goes in the inside corner and controls the water that may overflow it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So, and I've been doing this for 30 years.
30
Guttering
years.
For 30 years.
How did you fall in the gutter game?
Kind of funny. I got out of college. I went to school for art. I was a sculptor. I wanted to be a sculptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you go from sculptor to gutters?
Well, you don't. My father was. This is the whole deal. My father and I started the business. My father was an iron worker and got laid off. I was in my 20s. He got laid off from Millstone, which was a power plant up in Connecticut. So he was working on that. He was building bridges with his brothers and his father, and them. They were all iron workers except for me. I was the last one to break the chain.
Nice.
And
hard
yeah, it's hard to do. So I got out of college. I started getting the bills, and I didn't know what to do. So I was flipping pizzas, and he's like, "You're not going to go anywhere with that." I go, "No, I'm going to be a starring artist."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he says, "That's not a good idea either."
Yeah.
Right? And he's a hustler. He can sell, the igloo, the ice to an igloo, to an Eskimo. He's that guy. So he says, why don't we do this? I started working for a gutter company, and I was doing sales for them.
Yeah.
And I think we could really do something together.
So you started sales, or he was?
He's the sales.
He started in sales.
Yeah,
I got you.
So I went to go work for another company down south from us for about a week, and I came back, and I said, there's absolutely no way I want to do this. I do not want to lug ladders around.
Yeah.
The first time holding that 32 on your shoulder,
So
and you're
what
like,
happened?
oh, this is fun, right? So I came back and says, no, absolutely no way. And he said, no, we're going to do it. And he kind of pushed me into it, and I said, all right, well, we'll do it. So I had been installing for 22, 23 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And he passed away, and then I had to become a salesman.
You had no
That was
choice.
scary. I had no choice. Oh, that was scary times, man. I had a new house. I had a 3-year-old son, a 1-year-old daughter, and I was like pushed into this new job. Didn't know.
Let me ask you: Did you shake on the first estimate? I did.
Oh, my heart was pounding. My heart was pounding.
Hey, listen, it was crazy because I had a phone in my hand, and my hand was like literally shaking. I was so embarrassed.
I was nervous, but I think it just came natural because I would just tell him what the process would be, and I would tell him how, when I came, I was going to put a ladder up and do this and do that.
Yep.
And what I really found out was I wasn't selling. I was just introducing. I was estimating and not selling.
Yeah.
And it was a real struggle at first, and then I started selling more, and then on top of that. And then I kind of backed off because I felt like it was too pressure.
Yeah.
So as you get more sales and not trying to sell and just be natural and just be really human with somebody.
Yep.
And being your go-to guy.
Yep.
Than I would to be like a high pressure,
I'm not too into the high pressure stuff.
No.
Not with gutters.
Maybe some people can read right through you, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
because if you do too much pressure, I feel like it gives off like desperation.
Not natural.
I feel like they smell it. Like if you need that job, they don't want to give it to you.
Right.
Right.
Sure. It's like a car salesman for me.
Yeah.
Car salesman is like the worst person I want to go talk to.
Right. 'Cause they're gonna pressure you.
Yeah, they're gonna pressure you, right? And then I just push them away pretty quick. So I kind of feel the same way when I kind of go into a gutter job or trying to get a quote done or sell a job.
So is this company's how old?
30 years old.
30 years old. That's a solid company.
It's a long time.
Most
It's a
people
small
don't make it
company.
past 5 years.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's
small doesn't mean that's not strong.
No, it's strong.
Yeah.
It's strong, but it's not.
Yeah.
Strong and mighty. No, small and mighty. Is that what they say?
Small and mighty. Yeah.
Small and
Yeah.
mighty. Yeah.
What type of work do you do mostly? Is it 5-6 inch or?
Yeah. So in the Northeast, it's pretty much 5. It's a lot of 5 inch.
Yep.
Upgrade to 6 inch. The majority of it's 5 inch though. And then we're doing like white, brown, bronze, a lot of bronze.
A lot of bronze,
Like
yeah.
classic bronze, look, because it's an old Yankee town. It's
funny, like the different regions, how they have such different colors.
Yeah.
Like I found out that black is like a huge seller in most of the country. In Florida, like I never do it.
No.
They're starting to do it more on some of the modern houses.
Yeah.
Like with the Euro box.
Mm-hmm.
So you see your trends where something starts to come around and become more popular, but black just wasn't it. And then white was all white.
All white.
Yeah,
Right. So black hasn't really come. I mean, we do get some black jobs.
Yeah.
But nothing like volume. Like I've seen, I know, like middle of the country, like Colorado, they're just black
everywhere.
Yeah. So I don't really see that too often around us. I mean, people have pushed it a little bit, but it's a highlight,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, mostly pretty much bronze is our darkest color.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's classy. It's got that little fleck. It's got a little depth to it.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's my favorite color. Yeah.
How many crews are you running right now?
So I actually have one crew. I've had one crew for a long time.
Sure.
I like it small. I don't.
But you don't have to install.
No, I'm not installing.
Yeah.
No, but I do some repair work and some touch up stuff here and there.
I've always enjoyed installing. It just got to a point to where I don't want to risk myself on the ladder anymore.
Right. If I got hurt, we would kind of be in trouble.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things in place right now that we didn't in the last year and a half. Like we're using Jobber now for CRM.
Yep.
And I'm learning more about my business that way through Jobber, right?
Because you're able to track those KPIs.
Yeah. I never had that before, and I
Yeah.
was always running by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
So it took Tina Hart. It took Tina Hart to get me into Jobber.
Yeah.
And
she's the right one for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she taught me, she said, this is what you need to do. And I kind of implemented half of it.
Yep.
And then I got the scheduling in, but I was all paper. I was a full wall of corkboard and papers everywhere.
I have this screenshot where when I first got into the business, because it wasn't the CRM, I just had the paper thing too. And I was super unorganized. So I would just take a picture of it. And then if a job called me, I'm sitting there flipping through all these pictures, trying to find it. And it might take me 10, 15 minutes. It's so disorganized. That's where I started off at.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And these CRMs are great because it organizes it all for you.
Yeah.
You just got to use it.
You got to use it.
You got to use it. Yeah.
It took a while for me to get used to it. I'm still trying to get used to it because everything is made to go in sequence. Yep. And it's pretty easy to jump in the middle and your contractor calls you and go right to an invoice. Yeah, and you're like, you just ruined everything. You got to go back. You got to start from the request and move forward.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So so we've been implementing the Jobber, which is really great. With marketing too, right?
Yep.
And touches to people.
Yep.
So we do about 6 to 8 touches a year for our customers.
Okay. Doing a little email marketing with them?
I do. Yep. So with the last 30 years, I really only started collecting emails for the last 20 or so.
Did you notice a difference in close rate once you started to have the follow-up from Jobber? Because now you got follow-up that you probably didn't have previously.
I didn't have it before. My closing rate was high. I was in the 90s.
That is high.
That was high, and it was, and the only reason why I say that is because the stack of estimates that I would have sitting on the file cabinet were pretty short because they would get stacked. But I would leave them there for a couple months, and then I would know that the stack was getting I would know it that way. I'm figuring it out that way because I didn't have the CRM, right?
Yeah.
And then when I got the CRM came in, and I really started pushing my numbers. So my numbers have skyrocketed per foot. So
good.
And so we were sitting almost close to the 80, and then we dropped to 72, and I kept raising them. So right now we're sitting at 65%.
What a lot of people don't realize is if you raise your prices 10%, you could be 20% more profitable on the net.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. It took me
10%. If you want to be 20% more profitable on your net, raise your prices today 10%.
Yeah. That's it.
True.
So our numbers are absolutely. I don't even want to talk about it, but they're
good.
Well above average. Well above average.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty vicinity. Why I'm between Boston and New York.
And honestly, guys, you don't have to run 3 or 4 crews to make money. You could have one crew if you're charging the proper amount. And I'll explain it to you real easily. Say if there's a company at $5 a foot, and there's plenty of them, unfortunately, they're making $2. Say if that you get the next company's $10 a foot. they're making $5, $6, $7. Well, how many times does 2 go into 7? Like a little over 3. And so like I can literally lose the job 3 times more than you lose your jobs on your on my closing ratio. I can have a 30% closing ratio, and I'll still make more money than the $5 a foot guy at a 75% closing ratio.
Yeah,
by far.
I
And
agree.
so it's in the price. You don't have to run a huge company. You have to run a profitable company.
That's right. So we always focused on. I always thought it was volume. Volume was the key, right? And in the beginning, I think it was because. I'm not sure why it was. Honestly, I just think it was.
Well, because we're doing what the person next to us do, and it's like, what are you charging, or what are you charging?
And it was all when we're all in the dark, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is only a couple of years that we've all kind of come together and say, hey, this is where we're at, right? And everybody's voicing what they're doing. So in the last 3 years, I started reaching my goals. So the last 2 years, I reached over $1 million. I did 1.2 in the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's great with one crew.
For one crew,
me?
yeah,
that's awesome.
And I just left my my bookkeeper about a week ago, and he said I've doubled my. And I'm not looking at the number really because I'm in the position that I don't have to look at those numbers all the time right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I doubled my gross profit.
Wow.
From last year. Now in the month 9, right? So so we're just finding out that it's not really quantity, it's quality. And the guys are working less, the hours are less. We're working Monday through Friday. We're working 8 hours. They come in at 5:30, they go home by 1:30. So we beat the traffic out, we beat the traffic in.
Yep.
And everyone's happy.
Mike, what would you say is your superpower?
What is my
got one
superpower?
Everyone does.
I think innovation.
Innovation.
So I like to pull things apart and figure things out, how things work, or have a solution for something. And that's how the diverter kind of came into play.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so the splash guard, we would just slap on a splash guard, and it was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
There's no reason for it because it's not really doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's constrictive. It didn't help with the flow. It didn't get the water.
If someone wants to buy those from me, how do they go about that?
Yeah, they go right on our website. It's very helpful to have a great website. WeNeedGutters.com is my website.
Okay.
And you can go around there and click on bulk order through Gutter Diverter. You can buy the case, or just get a hold of me directly, and we can talk about it if you want less or more.
Good deal. So they can reach out to you on Facebook as well. Just look up Mike Wood.
Yeah, Mike Wood, absolutely. Facebook me. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. I mean, I'm on pretty much all of them.
Mike, were you here last year?
I wasn't here at Gutter Crows last year.
This is your first year at
This
the
is my
summit.
first year.
Okay.
I had a previous engagement I had to make, unfortunately, and I wish I didn't, you know.
What's been your experience this year? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so there's a lot of takeaways. I think the speakers have been phenomenal. Everybody's coming in with high energy. And kind of blowing us all away, right? These stories that these speakers were giving us were inspirational, and you know, I kind of took away from what John was talking about, the
slight edge.
Slight edge? No, the more of the making a change. So the 1 penny. What was is that the slight edge?
No, that's where he got the concept from. If you want to read a good book about what John was talking about, look up The Slight Edge.
The Slight Edge, okay.
And that book, like, it's probably the best book that brings all the books together.
Yeah.
But it's about what's
small changes.
What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it's the things that are easy to do that really make the difference.
Yeah.
But because they're so easy to do, they're easy for us not to do.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Is this alive?
This is alive.
Brother.
Hey, I need to steal you I want you to sit right here.
I'm getting off right now.
No, you're right. Just stand up for 1 second and come back. Please, this is a very quick thing.
Hold on, guys. we have a guy.
Hold it down,
Actually,
Mike.
let me.
I don't think so.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Let me turn that over here.
Yeah, let's do that.
These guys just.
My last payment on tickets last year. Last 5. Yeah,
Hey, bro. Congratulations.
Congratulations, dude. I'm so excited for you. Let's get all mixed in here real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Cool.
There
There you go. Sorry about that, Mike.
No problem.
I'm back, guys. No, that was super exciting. About at lunchtime, I did it live on my personal Facebook, but he won a free gutter machine, and that was a badass
That's
machine.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
Right, and it made a big change. It's going to make a big change.
It's going to make a big change. He's in a position. This kid, man, last year he came to the summit. He didn't even own a gutter company. He was working for someone else.
Yeah.
He got the other guy to go because he was trying to motivate him. Like, he was the one trying to motivate the owner.
Right.
That didn't work, so he started his own company. A couple months later, the kid did $750,000 his first year. Now he's in a situation where he's going to be able to split up his crew and have 2 crews running. I want to hear what he's doing next year. I think it's going to be 1.5.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great giveaway, man. So Spectrum for coming in and do that. It's huge. I mean, what's the machine now? That machine's a
That
combo, right?
machine's a $25,000
machine.
machine
And
all
it had
day.
everything in it. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
So
Kudos
it's a
to
combo.
Spectrum.
That's like 2 machines.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, very, very cool.
Scott, you jumping on, brother? You want to jump on for a minute? I got like 10 minutes, and I got to get ready for my speech. Mike, thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks, Tim, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you having me. All right.
No doubt, man.
Can't wait to see you again soon.
Absolutely.
All right.
What's going on?
Wait, you stop podcasting so you can sign me up. When the hell you stop podcasting?
I don't know. This is my last one. And I
This
got
the
to,
last one?
yeah, I got to go do my little speech.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
Well,
surprised I got a voice.
what's that?
Surprised I got a voice left. Yeah.
You come in a little bit more. Or?
What's up, Scott?
So, are we live right now?
We're live right now,
Oh,
brother.
what the heck? Is
Hell yeah, man. I've been live streaming
No
for a couple
intro,
hours
dude.
here. No
Just
intro.
straight into it,
That's
dude.
it, man. I got Scott Spearman right here. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
So tell them about your company and your tool company.
Yeah, for sure. So
You
I
got 2 companies.
I got 2 companies. So I'm still Legacy Gutters, NWA. We're out of Northwest Arkansas. We run and operate there. I'm still 2 days on the truck. We got a couple of installers, but I'm a technician at heart. I love field work. It's my happy place. It's like what I love to do. So
I actually am too, but
yeah,
believe it or not.
we all are, right?
yeah.
That's why I envy people here that are like, I've never installed before. I was like, man, you don't know how well you have it. But then again, I wouldn't be where I'm at, right? I was talking to somebody else.
Well, you have a whole other understanding of gutter,
sure.
a whole different level when you do it from bottom up like we have.
Exactly, experience, everything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's why like stuff like this helps us business owners grow.
Yeah.
Right, being around people that just have experienced all the stuff.
You weren't able to make it last year.
I didn't.
You were going to, and something happened.
Yeah, my dad got sick, so I
Yeah.
kind of put it on the back burner.
Your dad was an OG in the game.
23rd. He was the 2nd generation, so I'm 3rd generation.
3rd generation.
He was like 50 years into it.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool that they passed down the skill. And like now you have it. You get kids?
I did. I got 4.
You got 4.
Yeah.
Which one's it gonna be? All of them?
Probably all of them. My oldest son, �ZEAL, he's 12, sales guy at heart.
Yeah.
Man, he's like sales to the T. Loves to negotiate.
Yeah.
Loves to like, hey, no, I'll give you this much, that much. My second son, Cedar, technician, man, loves to put things together.
Okay.
I tell stories about him. We don't got enough time for that. But my 3rd son, Salem, I love talking about my kids, man.
Yeah.
My 3rd son, Salem, loves to climb. Dude, he's like roof, trees, everything, man. He's everywhere. So he's gonna be like the crazy installer. It's in the blood.
DNA.
And my 4th son, Courage, he's 7.
Okay.
He's the cleanup guy.
Okay.
Whenever I'm back in the house, hey, Dad, you want me to do that? Sure, bud, take it over.
Yeah, man.
Right?
So they come out of the job sites, or they work?
Yeah, I actually do.
Right
Yeah. We did a small little repair the other day, and I had �ZEAL filmed his brother Cedar, like doing the technician part. It was just like basically the downspouts were coming out on A's. So we turned them around and put them on the driveway on B's.
Yeah.
So I paid him. I charged him. Our minimum is usually $400.
Yeah.
But I told this client, I was like, hey, if you let us come and let my kids do it, I'll reduce that to $200.
Yeah.
So I paid him $50 to do it.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
And then I paid �ZEAL $20 just to film it. I don't want to get them spoiled though, right? Because they're like, yeah, I can make pictures. Like, I told them this is the one-time experience, right? So just to get their feet wet,
Good deal, man.
Let them experience. So I love, man, getting my kids involved. That's all it's about, man.
It's a good thing, man. The problem is, I think, is that kids aren't getting involved in work young enough. And it's like we're raising them, teaching them how to be. We got them in school, teaching them to learn stuff. But we completely leave out that work ethic.
Yeah.
And they got laws around it that make it hard.
100%,
I started working at 13 years old. And when I say I was working at 13 years old, I was working 36 hours a week. That's 4 hours shy of full-time.
Full-time, yeah.
And it pretty much is full-time.
Yeah.
I would do restaurant stuff, I do like Friday night, double Saturday, double Sunday. That's what I did. And these kids aren't getting that at 13.
Yeah. Cool.
But these kids just aren't getting that experience anymore, a lot of them. And so if you're in a position where you own a gutter company and you got kids, you're able to do what you want. And so if you want to get them out there with you, I think that's great, man.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
So,
like that's like the trades are underrated.
Yeah.
Like Ishmael Tommy says.
The
right?
trades are going to be where people make money here in the
Yeah.
future. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a wave of trade work becoming even more important.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who feel that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then my tool company, you know, the simple measure tool,
Yep.
thing that you can measure from the ground.
Yep.
So it's kind of a little bit slow growing process, right? With us gutter guys, we've always we're knuckleheads, man.
Have you ever thought about putting that on Amazon?
I don't know the avenues for it, but that's just I
You
guess
could
maybe a
get
fear
on
factor.
ChatGPT nowadays and ask it, how do I do this?
Exactly. I probably should. I got to utilize ChatGPT. I am doing a little bit more. My wife's like all about it.
Yeah.
She'll ChatGPT everything, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like, she'll send me a text message.
It's a little freaky.
It is.
Yeah.
She'll send me a text message like, you ChatGPT that,
What's
right?
so freaky about it is how does it write it that fast? It comes like immediately. Like immediately.
It's crazy. And it's like what, first or second level right now? And it's like we got like 6 more or 7 more to go or something.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling they have something out there that's already way more advanced. Maybe the government uses it. We're just getting the scraps.
Yeah, we're just getting. Yeah, well, that's usually how it is with like the airplanes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We only see 10 years of what they're ahead already.
So Scott, what do you think? This is your first time being here. What do you think?
Man, no, I can't. The words can't describe it, bro.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a great job.
I appreciate it.
It really gives me like tears.
Yeah.
And like I've had a lot of emotions. I was talking with Sean. I actually broke down with him in the freaking lobby.
He's a great dude, huh?
Dude, he's freaking solid, bro.
He's kind of taking my son under his wing.
I saw it. Well, I was at this morning. I was up in the gym.
Yeah. Oh, you were?
So, yeah. I was there. I was like, I was listening. They called it. They came in, and I was like, there was and Brandon Bond was in there too.
Yeah.
So I was listening into my earbuds, listening to his music. I was like, he was spitting some stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna pull these out, send it to Simon, get as close as I can to them, dude, without being too like awkward.
He's super approachable, bro. Go up
I already did.
Shoot him a DM.
Yeah, I got his. He texted messaged me, so I'm definitely gonna stay connected with that because that's my thing
with
right
him
now.
has changed my life. Like I went and took that blood test from 365, and I had allergies, like gluten allergies, that was causing leaky gut. I had leaky gut. The leaky gut was causing vitamin deficiencies, and I would have never known this. And, we talk about KPIs in business. Well, you have body KPIs too, and if you're not checking the metrics in your body, you just don't know. And I was getting some hair loss, which we all do at this age, or a lot of us do, but I didn't realize it was because of deficiencies, and I wasn't trying to grow back my hair, but me just cutting out gluten and adding vitamins that were tailored towards my deficiencies, like my hair started doing that.
Yeah,
so it's
awesome.
It's crazy, and I feel better, have more mental clarity. So, yeah, he's a good dude to know. Yeah, and I believe in that, man.
Yeah. He's definitely taking your son under the wing. You can tell.
Yeah.
He was like last reps. He's like, "Come on, I got you. I was like, "That's freaking a leader right there."
Yeah, man.
Total leader.
Yeah,
right.
Man.
Yeah. So I just obviously you'll probably ask me, what's your takeaways, this and that, right? So the biggest one that I was like, it's solid. When John, the first thing, like when we were downstairs registration for the VIP stuff, he prays over everybody. I was like, and like the picture with Grant and John on his knees, that's right there. I was
people
like,
don't know this, and a lot of people say, "Oh, keep religion out of it." We're not sitting here preaching every day, but at the end of the day, like we're going to tell you what our beliefs are. Like, this is who we are. If you don't like it, I don't really care. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know this, but we have a gutter growth meeting once a week, every Tuesday morning. Okay. 9:00. All of us owners get on there, and we hash it out and talk plans. But before we even start, we start it with a prayer. Awesome. And so that's how we run our business.
Yeah, it's great, dude. Yeah. And I was like, because I was on the treadmill this morning, when I was working out, watching them, and just listening to the Bible app, and like this is what came up here. I had to write it down because I don't know it by heart. And then I asked John earlier, I was like, "Hey, is this where you got your Move Mountains from?"
You want to read it?
If you want to, I can read it. No.
Yeah.
You want me to read it? 100%, dude. So it's 1 Corinthians 13:2. I'm dyslexic, so I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. So, if I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secrets, plans, promised all knowledge, and if I had such faith, I could move mountains. But if I didn't love others, I would be nothing. So that's like John's like to T. And that's what I also like gives me chills just knowing like I love you, brother. Like you and how you guys talk, like everybody that you guys put this on, that's like to the heart. It's genuine, bro.
Yeah, we're a genuine group here.
Yeah,
and so are all the people that came.
100%. That's why I'm like, yeah, because I'm obviously at GutterCon. I've been to those, right? It's a good vibe. It's a good feeling. But this is like goes above and beyond, like 10 levels. And then the other one that like
changed lives
for sure, and you guys definitely are. And then the second one was 1 Corinthians 12:28. It talks about the gifts, right? First are prophecies, or apostles. I'm sorry, like apostles, right? There's the apostles in there, right? And like that's leadership. All those other stuff, but apostles are like people that have gifts that talk about, right? There's a lot of people in here talking about that, right? Like these are like as I'm going through, I'm like, dude, gifts. The only ones that we couldn't see today, right, was the healing gifts, right? Like miracles and healings, right? I'm like,
that guy getting a gutter machine was a miracle.
That was a miracle. So I guess there is miracles here, bro. But then also is like second is prophecies. There's some prophecies. Hey, you're gonna do X amount next year, blah blah blah. And third, like hit the most or like was like teachers, right? There's definitely teachers here. And then there's miracles and gifts, right? And then others leaderships, right? There's a ton of leaders in here, dude. So and then the other one was speaking of unknown languages, right? That's like But so that's what really hit me, and I really wanted to like speak that, right? As I'm like as you told me like, hey, I want to bring you on. That just hit me this morning.
Yeah, man.
You know, like that's and it's all about him.
Yeah, no, it really is. We're here to do God's work, and like eventually we are all going to be dead, right? And if we don't pass down our knowledge to people, like we're not leaving the world a better place. So you don't want to withhold. Like we don't. That's why we're so giving with what we know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. That's like
it's to be impactful.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for. That's ultimately what God gave us gifts for. And if people are out there seeking, well, what's my gift? I don't know my gift, right? Just sit down, pray. Try to get around to groups of people like this. It'll bring out your gifts.
I promise you this: everyone has a gift. Whoever you are, like it's there. And we all have a unique gift that we were given from birth that no one else has, and we're all like one of a kind. So find your gift because you definitely have it.
Yeah. You do, and hone in on it.
If you don't know what it is, ask God. What is my gift, or it'll come to you.
Yeah.
But just know that you have one. And you might need someone from the outside to tell you what they think it is, because they might see from the outside what it is.
Yeah, something from somebody else's perspective, because you have your own internal, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't have that gift, but somebody else sees the real, not the real truth of you. The self of you and the real truth of you, but they could see, hey, you look like a servant person, right? I never thought about that, right?
Yeah.
So your outer circle right there, they'll kind of tell you or kind of help you guide you, right? As far as what your gifts are.
Scott, what is your superpower?
My superpower, I think, I don't want to call it a superpower, but I love to help.
You love to help.
I have a servant heart.
I think it's a superpower.
So that's like my gift, I think. So wanting to help people out as much as I can. So
because it's a power. When you're helping people, you're being powerful because you're being impactful towards their life. So I think it's a superpower for sure, bro.
Yeah,
I'd embrace it.
Yeah, that's why I want to guild up my business, my gutter business, right, to a point to where I can start instilling stuff like community stuff, like what Ben Kowalski does. Right?
You know what Pipeline does? They do a beach cleanup.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Every couple months with all their employees, and it's just some activity
nice
that you're doing to get the culture together and be impactful.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and they do it together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So stuff like that.
Community events and stuff like that.
Community events.
Yeah. That's great, dude. That's the type of stuff when I build a team, right, out in Arkansas. Right now, I got 2 installers, a sales guy, and then our shop guy.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of our team right now.
Okay.
We're gonna grow next year.
I know you will.
My goal within the next 5 years would be the biggest company in Northwest Arkansas.
So Scott, I'm sure you're going to be at Gutter Summit next year.
100%,
I want you to call your shot right
it,
now. Where are you going to be at next year above from where you're at now? You're going to grow.
Yeah.
Make that commitment today. Call your shot. What is it going to be?
Yeah.
And I want to hear about it next year.
So for sure, my number one shot was for this year, right, was to be the fittest, right, because it all starts with fitness. It all starts with mindset, right, to be the fittest rain gutter business owner in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay.
That's my shot for health. As far as business wise, I want to be the not the biggest, well, the most reputable
Most
company,
reputable.
most reputable company in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay.
Right, most reputable.
So you got to
most-
work on those reviews this year.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, and the branding of the truck. We just branded,
Okay.
so we're gonna start launching like the 1st of January, like really hard. Full
Sweet.
truck wraps, like the guys, drone footage, like are really gonna hit it hard.
Okay.
So like, because it all starts with branding.
It does.
Right, with the Dan Antonelli and all that type of stuff. Like
does.
I've listened to his podcasts and books. And
Are you reading that book, Brandon Not
Brandon Not Blended? I haven't yet. Yeah. I got it, but I haven't. I'm not a big book reader because I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
But audios.
I do the audios. I don't know if he made an audio yet. You know.
I don't know if he has or not. I think it. No, actually, because I did message Dan Antonelli just through Facebook Messenger, and it is on Audible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm buying it today.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a credit available.
You should do it, dude. Totally. Yeah. I get one a month or something like that.
Yep.
So, but yeah, so call my shots. That's next year, and for profit wise, since we're growing, that's kind of hard to figure out the number wise.
Yeah, it depends on how much equipment you have to buy.
Yep.
Or, if you're expanding, but
Yeah.
I know one thing, bro. I believe in you. Believe in yourself and call your shot and make it happen, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
cool.
Good deal, man. So I appreciate you coming on here. I'm gonna get off. I'm in 30 minutes. I have to go do a talk on virtual assistants. So yeah, that'll be good. So I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, thanks for the time, too, Tim.
See you guys. I'm out.
See you later, guys.
See you, Joe.
That was good. Hope so. Hopefully, I'm